What up, y'all? I got this here Assa 500. It's an old one with the tapered drivers. And so it's just a 5-pin lock. And we're going to use just top of the keyway tension. And I've got a short hook and kind of a medium hook here. And so we'll try and start pushing up on these drivers until it doesn't feel like it's binding anymore. And then we'll move on to the next one. But when a pin doesn't feel binding anymore, it's probably not set. It's probably just hit the taper, and so it'll move on to the next pin. And I'm just going to do a lot of touching. Do a lot of touching and tippity tapping. And I don't know, I don't have a key for this lock, but I have picked it before. And I think it's got some higher pins in the front, and then some lower pins in the middle, and then kind of like a more medium or higher one in the back. And so I'm going to put pretty heavy tension on here. All right, got a little movement out of 1. Go back to this little short hook here. 2 feels like it's binding pretty heavily, but I don't want to push too hard on a pin that isn't binding, that just doesn't, want to be pushed any higher. Do not want to overset stuff. Okay, we got a nice little click out of 2. I think I'm just going to try and bounce between 1 and 2 here for a second. Push 2 way up there. Just bouncing back and forth between them. And let's see what's going on towards the middle and the back. A little click out of 3 maybe. Tap 1. 2. Short hook. Number 2 feels like it's binding, but when I push it up, it's not staying. So I'm going to add a little bit more tension. Let's try number 3. Nothing, 4, nothing. Hopefully I haven't overset something. It's kind of hard to tell until I know when I start getting good clicks again. Okay, there's a good one out of 2. Check number 3, 4, 5. That might have been a click out of 5. It might have been just the wording. Okay, real good click out of 2. And just kind of go back and forth there. And that felt like a nice little bit out of 3. Back to 2. 5 felt okay. Let's go back to 1, 2, 3. Touch 4. Go back to 5, give it a little nudge. And then 1, 2, good little movement on 2. 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, I haven't gotten any good clicks in a while. Let me try 1 a little higher now. 2, 3, a little something out of 4. Messing around with 5, but not really getting anything from it. Just really get 1, 2, 3, 4. Tickle 4 a little more. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to give 5 some real good action here. See what happens. It's jiggling pretty good. It might be good. Now I'm at that, I hope I didn't overset something again feeling. One, two. Nothing on 3. Nothing on 4. And nothing on 5. Might have been 3 and 2. It's open. We don't need that tension tool no more. Give it a little twisty there. Nice. Yep, it's all about just touch, 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 and tippity touch and open. Let's give this thing a little gut here. So I have as a plug retainer, instead of the clip, which I didn't want to have to put back on again and bend and all that stuff, so I'm just got a little, oh, don't close on me, there we go, a little O-ring here. And I'm still careful when I put one of those O-rings on because you don't know, it could like smoosh a little bit and still pull through, but that's been working really well for me on this Assa 700, which is good because that requires a lot of progressively learning. So let's put this bad boy, a little shim in there. Hold on to the front of the plug so it doesn't come out as I'm pushing it. Shimming these Assas and Rucos can be a little tough because of the lip right there and trying to push it all the way in. Try and get it in there a little better. There we go. Clicked under a pin. Let's try for a little more. Good, good. Okay, I think I'm satisfied with that. Let's go ahead and push her through. And start dumping out these little key pins here. So I'm using all my other pinning trays for progressive stuff. So I've got this nice little thing, just perfect for 5, sent to me by MG Secure. Hooked me up. That dude's the boss. Tip that in there. 4, 3, 2, and 1. The obligatory pin count as you dump them. I got a nice little keyway there. It's pretty wide. I probably could have gotten away with using 25 thousandths picks, but I'm really into the 18 thousandths. Nothing going on in the core as far as milling. Let's get these nice tapered pins out of here. Get that shim out. One, 2, 3, 4. Look at that. I was a bit wrong about the bidding there. I have had that a little backwards. I put these down there. And I'll bring this up here and we can see just a little way the color changes at the end a little bit of the pin. And that's from where it's tapered. And it's just rubbing a little different. I do believe. Dump these springs out. They are large size springs. It's pretty cool to get a real old lock like this and open it up and see what's inside. And it may not be gins or barrels or some of those more complex pins, but they're still pretty neat in their own right. No sidebar groove or anything, just a regular old thing, hole. Nice Assa logo on the front there. And then we have all our nice pins and our springs. Some of those key pins are a little upside down, but I'd rather let it be that way and then not mess with them a whole bunch. Well, that was a nice little pick. Appreciate y'all. Have a wonderful day.